Alright, this is the team battle Riven. Yeah, she barely just came out and I'm exploiting the fact that everybody wants to watch her. So I'm gonna make a team battle video for her. And I'm jungling in this one. Jungle Riven. Already some players like Dyrus are quite enjoying her in the jungle. Anyways, it looks like my opponent's gonna be Lee Sin. And it's JPEG and friends. Or don't know if it's Forever Alone JPEG. No, these aren't bad players. Well, at least 3 of them I know. The runes I'm using are attack damage red, attack damage quince, armor yellow, and armor blues. I could have gone magic resistance, but I feel since she's already have crappy armor stats, might as well pump that up just a little bit. Anyways, my masteries are 2109, since utility won't really help her as much as it would other characters. I'm going to start off in my small golems using Doran's Blade. This will allow me to gank really early, much like how Lee Sin works. Her AD ratios are ridiculous. Now, some people are like, "Oh, you don't go any at armor pen, Stonewall." Well, all 5 of her abilities scale off AD, and they have ridiculous ass ratios. I think it's all of them are 1-for-1, except her Q, which is about a 0.9. Oh yes, and her ultimate wind blade thing, her wind scar. I don't know what the ratio for that one is, but it's still really good ability. Anyhow, JPEG the Morgana is top, and I want to gank her. However, no opportunity presents itself even when I charge my Q, and she's too far away to really be able to catch her to force any summer spell or kill her. However though, when she kills that one lone green minion, she's gonna go forward to attack more minions, so I know it's my time. We almost take her down, and I know his Tan doesn't use his ignite or anything. If he did, we could have gone for Dinga's first blood. However, forcing him to use 1 or 2 potions and his flash versus our Talon is a very good game. Anyways, all that time spent at the top gives me ability to use smite again, and I don't waste a lot of time or health on the raids. I'm leveling up Q, W, E first so far. I'm planning on maxing out my W first. It does more damage. Q seems to be a one-hit wonder so far. I checked the enemy rates and there's nothing there. Bottom is pretty mangled, but I can't tower dive him. I'll probably just die. And I have no idea where Lee Sin is. We haven't really caught him with our clairvoyance. His red is also up, so I'm wondering what he's gonna do. So I'm just gonna loop around and check his small golems. I'm pretty sure they're up, so I'll steal those. A clairvoyance makes sure they don't come and kill me. My smite is up, but you probably wouldn't have noticed that because the low replay bug still happens, where if you speed up the replay, the cooldowns don't really speed up with it, so it tends to confuse people. There is no hacking or anything, it's just a bug with low replay. Anyways, I'm gonna go home, but I just come to see if I can deal a little bit of damage and scare them. I managed not to steal any experience or anything, so it just works out. I buy boots and several health potions, and I head back top. However, though, my Karthus calls for help, so I go in there and take over his lane. I fail some last hits, and I go to see if I can stab the Morgana in the face. Yeah, it doesn't really work out. However, she's gonna end up getting a little too close a couple times, and I get some free damage on her. And check this, Riven's damage is pretty good at lower levels, and it pretty much stays consistent throughout the game. Sorry, I had to clear my throat right there. I'm a bit ill, if you can't tell. I'm always sick, but I'm like more noticeably sick right now. Anyways, just sizing up the Katarina. The Karthus should be coming back in a sec. I managed to steal a bit more CS before I leave, but I try to see if I can hit the Katarina, but to no avail. Now back to my jungle I go. The next item I plan on building is Wriggles. Now, it's a very strong item all around for melee champions, and it will help me jungle without, fear. You'll be surprised how much sustainability she has once she has those Wriggles. I mean, sure, a lot of characters have, are super sustained with it, but she has bonus AD, and she can control a lot of the minions, and she has a lot of damage, so she'll just wipe things out and take very minimal damage. The damage she actually takes is going to be made null thanks to the Vampiric Scepter Lantern thing. Anyways, I just once more am forced to guard mid, so I'll go back to my jungle and just go home. This is where I buy the Vampiric Scepter and a couple wards.
An ally has been slain.
And then you just saw Katarina blink right back to her death. That was amusing. Anyway, still, I haven't really done any ganks besides the one on Morgana. Their Lee Sin hasn't really done anything either. He tried to gank bottom once and pretty much failed and got his face shot in half. Not a lot of action, but this is kind of what happens when you fight versus very passive players. However, our Talon manages to kill Morgana and steal his blue. And now I'm gonna give my blue to Karthus. I'm gonna take my red finally. And I'm pretty sure top hasn't been awarded yet since Morgana just got awarded. And so I'll see if I can sneak in there before she places it. Our Talon snuck around and killed mid pretty handedly. I didn't remember when recording this roll replay, but it was quite a good gank. Baited it into the bush, and Talon just destroyed her. He used his ultimate in order to sneak in to cover a bit of distance and then kill her. Anyways, he and I don't know if she's there, so we go in together to sneak in and watch the bushes. I'm curious as to why she isn't there. It's like, oh well, the lane is pushed. But then look, Morgana shows right back up. And I put myself there so we can gank her. She doesn't have a ward, so I'm going to pre-charge my Q. And then immediately go in, dash, get her stuck in there, boom, stuck. I didn't use my ultimate correctly, but doesn't matter, we got the kill. Lee Sin comes there to defend, and he's gonna try to exchange a fight with Talon, and he gets himself very hurt. I go to gank mid to at least try, but they get me over with clairvoyance. So I make it that I'm going back into my jungle, and once it's gone, I head back in here. I go to see if, Lee Sin's still there since he got hurt, but oh look, he's gonna try to get blue for his Morgana. So I flashed up here and kill him. It's like, that was the easiest game I got so far. Kinda sad that it was. Top is free farming right now. I go back to my jungle. I got 2 kills. One of them was assist, one of them was a Lee Sin who really shouldn't have been there.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
Bottom is winning their lane. It was Shannon, Jax versus Kate and Leona. Pretty, even, since, there's no sustain though, but Caitlyn's kind of a bitch, so it was kind of, their main one. I go in there, stab Katarina for more damage than she can deal me, and I'll recover this anyways, and I'm the jungler, so it's okay if I take damage since I'm gonna leave the lane anyways. Without much of a loss, of course. I'm building Merc Threads, by the way. I have more wards I'm giving to my mid lane because he's got the least chance of surviving, and Katarina makes a huge mistake. She takes a lot of damage. We've done some free stuff, and I just use my Wind Scare through the wall. It's a big melee fight, a big skirmish right now at mid. Karthus is blasting them to hell. They're pretty low. He can get several of them with his ultimate. But he doesn't want to, risk it getting cancelled. So Katarina's caught and killed, and she uses her ultimate. The reason I wasn't fully engaging a little while ago was due to the fear of being butchered by our ultimate, so it's just 2v3. Anyways, Morgana and Jax finish off our Leona. However, though, they expose themselves, and we get tons of free damage on them both. Talon links in with stealth and gets her low enough for Caitlyn to pick her up. Karthus already eliminated 2 of them by himself, one through the ultimate and one through just his AoE and Q damage, so far we're on lead. We also picked up Dragon a little while ago. Or wait, no we didn't. That's how sick I am. I can't pay attention. Anyways, I'm not building a hex drinker like the recommended items say. What I'm actually building is, I'm actually going to try to build a Ghost Blade, starting with Brutalizer, and also Aegis of the Legion. It's a mid-tier item, and it's very underrated. Anyways, we noticed they're hitting up here. I doubt they have a ward, so I pre-charged my Q, so it immediately hit them both, and just Lee Sin explodes. Easy kill, and he donates red to us. I miss my Wind Slash. But this is a free tower for us, basically. It's really no big issue now. We have 2 towers, we're gonna get Dragon. And we got more ganks than they do. I think it's about 6-1, I can't really check when recording. It's a little tiny screen. Anyways, there's gonna be a huge fights mid, so I'm gonna go farm top. Even though I should probably have been in the team fights. Jax is busy pushing bottom, so that means I get to freely push top. I mean, Morgana and Talon are pretty, Karthus and Talon are pretty fed right now. They have pretty good damage, so I'm pretty sure they can deal with things by themselves. JPEG manages to kill Talon though, and Karthus dies as well. But Karthus, is gonna get some revenge. I should have been in those team fights, probably, changed the tide of it. Probably my teammates would have died, but I selfishly pushed up. Not the best of ideas I had that game. I'm being asked by my opponents if I enjoy Jungle Riven, or if I enjoy Riven in general. They say, "Oh, she's pretty weak, man. People have been talking about that." And I tell them, you know what? They said Lee Sin was weak when he came out. He was a little weak, even when he was buffed. When they took off the double tip, people were like, "Oh my god, he's the weakest shit ever. He can't even jungle anymore." And then we realized these people are just stupid as hell. Anyways, we got an easy kill on the Katarina. Dragon is ours. Like, we have such a lead right now. They burn their flashes, and our Talon just flashes right over the wall, picks up 2 kills, and with that, I'm pretty sure they realize they're not gonna win. They have the APAC has a tendency to surrender. So, we win, burn every summoner you have, as customary when you win.